On July 1st, 1863, the Union Army of the Potomac engaged the Confederate Army of Northern Virginia, which had advanced into the north. This would be the battle of all battles. This would be the bloodiest battle of the Civil War. This battle would be known as the Battle of Gettysburg. The Battle of Gettysburg was fought July 1st through July 3rd, 1863, in and around the town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. In June of 1863, the Western Front was crumbling after the campaign of Vicksburg. Multiple uncoordinated Confederate armies were unable to handle Ulysses S. Grant's campaign against Vicksburg. The top military advisors wanted to save Vicksburg, but Robert E. Lee assertively told his commanders to overrule them and authorize yet another invasion of the North. The immediate goal was to acquire supplies and nutrients from the rich farming towns of Pennsylvania. Arriving in town on June 30th, Union General John Buford was in command of 2 brigades of cavalry. They were the first Union troops to arrive at Gettysburg. Dismounting his troops to be on foot, Buford set his men in a defense position on McPherson's Ridge. He knew he was severely outnumbered, so he had a simple goal: to buy some time while waiting for other Unions to arrive. The next morning, Confederate General Heath ordered his infantry division to attack the Union cavalry that was defending the town. The Confederates advanced with 2 brigades led by James Archer and Joseph Davis. Joseph Davis was the nephew of the President of the Confederate States, Joseph Finis Davis. The rebels thought the Union troops would be easily defeated, but they were wrong in this case. They fought with bravery and held the rebels off for 2 hours before General J. Reynolds arrived with his veteran infantry. No sooner than when Reynolds had arrived, he was shot in the back of the head and was killed instantly. Boom! The monument marks the location where General John Reynolds was killed. Despite the death of their general, the men fought hard and eventually drove the rebels from McPherson's Ridge, inflicting heavy casualties on the rebels. Davis's troops were trapped into an unfinished railway cut. They were basically in a hole, which was not good for a defense position. They took many casualties before retreating. As for Archer, he had led an attack against the famous Union Iron Brigade. His men suffered heavy casualties in this assault, and many were taken prisoner, including Archer himself, who was found hiding in some bushes. Admiral Doubleday replaced General Reynolds. Doubleday saw that the right side of the Union line had begun to retreat towards town. This was a problem. The rebels were moving so quickly that they ran past Doubleday's men. Wow! At around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Confederate General Richard Stoddard Ewell troops suddenly, without orders, attacked the Union line in their right flank. This provided to be a great opportunity for the Confederates and Lee, who immediately seized it and ordered a general attack all along the line. The first day ended with Union troops on Corpse Hill and along Cemetery Hill to Little Round Top. Almost 10,000 were killed or captured, but they kept on the high ground. It was a very bloody day, but the worst was still to come. The Union must have been good at fishing, because on the second day, they defended a fish hook-shaped range of hills south of Gettysburg with around 90,000 soldiers. The most important part of the second day was the start of the battle at Little Round Top. Little Round Top was defended successfully by General Strong. The battle culminated in a dramatic downhill bayonet charge, and it is one of the most well-known actions at Gettysburg. In the American Civil War. On the third day, fighting resumed on Corpse Hill, and cavalry battles raged to the east and the west, which is all country. But the main event was dramatic infantry assault by 12,000 Confederates against the center of the Union line on Cemetery Ridge. Pickett's charge. The charge was repulsed by Union rifle and artillery fire, at a great loss for the Confederate Army. This led to Lee leading his army back towards Virginia. At the end of the day, each army was holding almost the same position as it had at the beginning of the battle. Nearly 10,000 more soldiers died. Wow! In Gettysburg, a place with a roof and shelter, was the hospitals for the wounded and the blind. The townspeople helped in any way they could. One of those men was Abraham Isaac, who had documented the three-day battle in the letters to his friend Mrs. Manchester. News of the battle at Gettysburg filled the country's newspapers, detailing the horrific number of deaths and casualties. The newspapers even documented the list of soldiers who deserted the war. 4 months later, Abraham Lincoln gave his famous Gettysburg Address to respect the fallen soldiers of the battle. The address was delivered by Lincoln in the afternoon of Thursday, November 19, 1863. At the dedication to the soldiers' National Cemetery in Gettysburg, 4.5 months later, after the Union Army defeated those of the Confederacy at Gettysburg, that famous address was documented in all of the country's newspapers. For the whole country to read. The Gettysburg National Cemetery is an American Civil War cemetery created for Union casualties of the Battle of Gettysburg. It is there that Americans can go to remember the thousands of men who died for the sake of freedom.